This video is made with the intention of being a no damage tutorial of the game. Feel free to use any of these strategies using this video, but listen carefully before you can perform them successfully. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage runoff.
Resident Evil.
Getting the ending 2 with Chris Redfield on hard difficulty at 60 FPS. Alright, so there won't be cutscenes. The cutscenes will be only available on the best ending. Man, I sound like a salesman, like saying we're only available on. Anyway, there won't be cutscenes because unfortunately on this game, the game time counts on the cutscene counts for the in-game time at the end of the game. So with the cutscene, it's like 20 more minutes of in-game time. That's the main reason I won't let the cutscenes on all the endings and only on the best endings. And I'm pretty sure I won't let on the best endings on Invisible Enemy. But anyway, 3 main things you need to learn to make efficient runs on this game are start skating, pump cancel, and use the alternate controls. But use a combination of the D-pad and the left sticks on the alternate controls. The start skating is this, and you only have to tap the run button while you're going up or going down the stairs. You have to spam the run button. For this zombie, as long as you make a really good curve, you should be fine. Sometimes the zombie will be very docile and won't even try to grab you. And for the second zombie, just stand up behind the statue and wait until the zombie comes to you. Sometimes the zombie will do that, will try to grab you, but because you are behind the statue, he won't be able to do it. And some other times he will be very docile and he will just continue walking. If that happens, just wait until there is some space between the zombie and the hallway and you can just pass around his left arm. With Chris, we cannot kill both zombies unless you get a crit for the second one. But it's important that you kill the first one. The first one is very important. You need to kill him. The second one, what you want to achieve is to make him fall down. But sometimes you will get a crit and you will decapitate him, like on this occasion. But if you don't make, if you are not if you are not lucky enough and you don't decapitate him, just make him fall down. And when he's falling down, pass around him, go grab the shotgun shells and reset the room. Zombies on this game cannot grab you when they are on the animation of falling down or when they are on the animation of standing up. So that's the perfect timing to pass around them, without being worried about getting grabbed. So Chris, unlike Jill, has 2 item slots less. Chris only has 6 items. Dude, what the fuck am I talking? Excuse me. Chris has 6 item slots, and Chris runs faster than Jill. To be honest, the difference is like kinda huge because you will notice after you play Chris and you go back to Jill, and you will feel the difference about the speed. It's pretty huge, to be honest. And also Chris doesn't have the electric things that Jill has as a defensive item. Chris has hand grenades instead of that. So right now we need to kill 2 more zombies before we can pick up the shotgun. We need to kill first this zombie, and I strongly recommend you that if you are not able to decapitate him, or if you are not lucky enough or you don't decapitate him, bring the canteen with kerosene the second time you come and incinerate him. Otherwise he can be a problem when he became a Crimson Head later in the game. Right there I was. That's a little trick. So if Chris doesn't auto-aim to the zombie that is on the floor, it means the zombie is dead. You can also know that if a zombie is dead, they have to start bleeding on the floor, just like on the classic. We need to come to the kitchen because Chris cannot open doors that Jill opens with lockpick. Chris needs small keys instead of that. So every door that we open with Jill, or every door that it's important to open, we need the small keys. Right now we have to go to the second floor and just use the key on this door. Do not open it, it's not necessary. It's necessary to use the keys, the key, because by using the key right there we will be able to discard that key right now. And item management increase is very important, so that's why we did that. This is the last zombie we need to kill. Because we waste a lot of bullets with the zombie on the first floor, we just have 4 with this and it will be like pretty impossible to kill him with just the handgun. But it's pretty doable to kill zombies with only the knife. Chris deals a lot of damage with the knife when he's aiming up, believe it or not. So that's why that zombie just died with 2 knives and 4 handgun bullets. I reset the room because maybe the other zombie will be like not on the stairs. When a zombie is on the stairs, you just have to stair skate and the zombie will always vomit, and by stair skating you will be so fast, so it's impossible that the vomit can hit you unless you get stuck on the hitbox. Right here is 1 hand grenade and the broken shotgun. The zombie sometimes will be on the stairs, but some other times he won't, like on this occasion. But I was able to lure a grab, so I can just pass around him. So there are a lot of things you can do with zombies in this game. You can strafe them, and by strafe them I mean you can lure a grab and then pass around them, making like a crazy 360 spin with the left stick. You can even bait the grab by just getting close to them and then go backwards. Maybe you saw that on my Jill's runs. I do that with the zombie on the first floor, on the hallway of the piano room. Or you can use defense items, or you can shoot them in the legs with the shotgun, and you will always disable zombies if you shoot them in the legs. On a very rare occasion you will kill them, but it almost never happens. Because it's kinda dumb to kill a zombie if you shoot them in the legs, right? But it can happen sometimes. We need a small key in order to enter to the chemical for the plant. So there's a small key on the bathtub, just pick up the small key and leave. Because the zombie is standing up, he cannot grab you, so that's the perfect window time you can use in order to just pick up the item and leave. This room, as long as you go fast, pick up the chemical plant and leave. The dogs shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so since you pick up the shotgun, the game starts going very smoothly. To be honest, like the worst part with Chris is the beginning of the game, before you pick up the shotgun. Once you pick up the shotgun, everything goes pretty awesome, to be honest. So the shotgun in this game doesn't have a 100% chance of decapitating. Only the first shotgun bullet has a 100% chance of decapitating, so that's why we always decapitate the zombie. As long as you aim up, of course. But after the first shotgun shell, it's like by chance. You can increase the chance of decapitating by doing some things, like maybe using a dagger on a zombie and then aim up and shoot. That increases the chance of decapitating. You can also lure a grab. What I like to do is like get close to them, and when they are about to grab, or when they make the animation of grabbing, I aim up and shoot. And of course, if you use a dagger and you decapitate the zombie, you can retrieve the dagger. The dodge on this zombie is always the same, but you have to do it like as soon as you enter to the hallway. Otherwise, the zombie will be like a little more to the left and he will grab you. And on the way out is the same. Right here I walk on the camera change because that zombie can be on the right or on the left, it's RNG. He can even be in the middle of the hallway, I think, on a very rare occasion as well. Alright, so because we equip the broken shotgun, maybe you noticed before I start pushing the statue, but that zombie changed his position, so he will always be there. I was so used to Jill's run, so that's why I was going for that particular path. So for the dogs, just equip the shotgun, use the dog whistle, and go to this corner and aim directly. It's not necessary to aim down. Wait for the dog. When the dog is in front of you, shoot him, pump cancel, and shoot him again. Then just pick up the collar and leave. It's 100% consistent and 100% safe. Because you kill like the dog very close to you, the collar won't be really far away from you. Those are the Crimson Heads. It's a mutation of the T-Virus. Every zombie can become a Crimson Head, except the ones that are on the crypt and the ones on the last part of the laboratory. So if you don't decapitate the zombies that you kill, you have to incinerate them if you don't want to deal with Crimson Heads later in the game. I completely forget to bring the canteen, so the zombie on the hallway of the piano room will be a Crimson Head. I completely forget. Don't do that, just incinerate that zombie. Because, you know, it's not impossible to deal with him when he becomes a Crimson Head, because he's only about to go from door to door. On the second mansion split, of course. But if he becomes a Crimson Head before that I think is what happened on this run, it will be a little more trouble. So before we go for Richard and Rebecca, just use the key on this door. It's not necessary to enter, unless you want a dagger, because there's only a dagger in this room. But if you don't want the dagger, just use the key on the door. Using the key is important, so you will be able to discard the key later. As I told you in the beginning of the game, it's very important to do that. So right now there will be a zombie knocking on that door. Don't worry about him. Of course he will enter, but he won't go back to the second floor on that particular section, so it's okay. And when you will go, it will be on Mansion 2 and the zombies will disappear. So just pick up the serum and save the shotgun shells. And to this zombie you can lure him to the pillar like I do, and then just go around to the pillar. Or you can shoot him in the legs with the shotgun, or you can use a defense item. It's up to you. So after you enter to the White Tiger room and use the blue gem, the zombies on that hallway will change their position. You only have to worry about one zombie right now. With Chris you have to enter to the Itchy Tasty room, because there's one small key. And that small key will be useful to pick up the Moon Crest later in the game. But there are two zombies on this room. The first one is on the closet and the second one is on the floor right now, but he will wake up. So for the first one, just shoot him in the legs. Oh, well, you can shoot him directly, but I don't really recommend that. It's wasting ammo, to be honest. The best thing you can do is shoot him in the legs, and the same for the fat one. So after you give the serum to Rebecca and Richard will get teletransported here. So you have to deal with the zombie again. Again, you can do a lot of things. Because the zombie was far left, I just decide to bait him like that. For this zombie it's always the same, and you will come back to this hallway after the Yawn fight. But after the Plant 42 fight, so the second Yawn encounter to be exact. Right now there's something I like to do. Of course you can avoid this if you want. I'm going to the crypt and I will use a mask, the first mask. And I do this because it will give me one item free slot, so I won't have to go to an item box before I pick up the Moon Crest. It's only for item management, because you can also go to the item box before going to that specific room. So that's up to you. It's almost the same time that you will lose at the end of the day. So on the in exchange of Richard there will be a zombie. Of course it's not Richard, so don't worry. Richard, it's okay, but at least for now. This zombie, you can kill him or disable him. I recommend you to kill him, because if you don't kill him, he will enter to this room after you light up the candles. So he can become a problem. And there's a fat zombie behind this furniture. Also kill him. Most of the time you will decapitate him with 1 or 2 shotgun shells. He won't take you more than 2. And do not worry about the zombie right here, he won't become a Crimson Head. The dodge for this zombie is always the same, just go behind the pillars and you will always dodge him.
Sure.
So in order to advance the time and let Rebecca practice the song, you just have to go to the main hall and then re-enter to the dining room and go to the piano room, and Rebecca will already know how to play the song. So it's not necessary to go to the second floor like I did. My brain disconnected, so I apologize for that.
Chris!
Dude, I really want to know what will happen with that zombie if he gonna become a Crimson Head right now, because I don't remember what I do on this run. Maybe he will be a Crimson Head right now and I will just use a hand grenade maybe, or I'm confusing with another Chris run that I have. We'll see. Oh yeah, he's a Crimson Head, so I freak out right there. I start thinking what am I going to do, maybe I lost the run. So I just equip a hand grenade and I lure the grab, because Crimson Head can make two things. They can grab or they can auto-attack. They most likely will slash, so they will auto-attack. But there's an strat to force them to grab you, but it's not 100% consistent. You have to stand up behind their right arm, and there's a high chance that they will grab you, but sometimes they will slash you as well, so it's not very consistent, but just if you want to know. So the Yawn encounter with Chris is pretty simple, to be honest. It's more simple than with Jill. So you basically have to do two things. Move your left stick up. Chris will immediately go to the mask, you pick it up, and then move your left stick to the left. And you're out. I suggest you to shoot this zombie in the leg, or maybe you can dodge him like I did. That's pretty risky, to be honest, because if you late a little more, the zombie will be a little more to the left and will grab you in the back when you are trying to dodge him. The best thing, what I really recommend you to do, is to shoot him in the leg. That zombie, I'm not really sure if he can become a Crimson Head, to be honest. But it's a lot of game time, it's like more than 20 minutes since we kill him. No, it's more than 15 minutes, not 20. So, to be honest, I think he cannot become Crimson Head. But I never tested, so I'm not really sure. So you need one more small key in the game with Chris. And that last small key is on the room outside this one. On the next room. So I go to the save room because I want to reload my shotgun. Just that. There's a little difference with Chris here, unlike with Jill. One zombie will spawn behind you when you get close to the art room. It's like the game doesn't want to allow you to backtrack to the item box. So for the Elder Crimson Head boss fight there are plenty of strats. There's a lot, to be honest. But I will use the safest one. And it implies to use only the shotgun. But there's also some variations with the shotgun strat for the Elder Crimson Head. The main goal is to take space between you and the Crimson Head, and if he's getting close, just bait an auto attack or a grab. It's better if you bait an auto attack, because the Crimson Head after every auto attack will get staggered a little, so that's the perfect time to shoot. So the fight starts, equip the shotgun, get close to him, shoot him in the legs. Hopefully you will make him fall down, but it doesn't happen all the time. If you don't make him fall down, what you want to achieve is to make him stagger or stun him, and then continue shooting if you know how to pump cancel. If you don't know how to pump cancel, it's pretty risky to continue shooting, because you have auto aim. I can quick turn fast and then aim and shoot again, and also pick up those handgun bullets, because it's pretty important for the aquarium part of the game, because on the aquarium we will use the handgun the last time. For this zombie, just shoot him in the leg. So you disable the zombie and you can just pass around him, that's okay. There's one dog on this section, so don't waste time. Just go directly to the emblem thing, put it, and leave. It's not necessary to kill the dog, because he will despawn the second time you come here after the guest house. So right there I fucked up. The puzzle is the red has to go need to go to the W and the blue to the N. So the red to the west and the blue to the north. For the crowd section, just run until you are in the middle of them, and when you are passing through this specific part, when you are in the middle of them, start walking. If you try to run, they will aggro and they will attack you. It's possible to keep running the whole section, but it's a specific line that you have to take, and if you fucked up a little, they will aggro. So I just recommend you to run when you are in the middle. That's the best thing you can do. So this cutscene you cannot skip, by the way. When the cutscene ends and you regain control of Chris, equip the Magnum, shoot one time, and equip the Magnum and run straight. Because Chris shoots faster and runs faster, it's basically impossible that Lisa will try to hit you. There's one zombie on the forest, just go around the trees and you should be okay. So for the dog section, just skip the cutscene, equip the Magnum, aim and shoot, then go backwards until the wall doesn't let you go backwards anymore. And continue aiming. When the dogs appear on the camera, shoot. There are 3 dogs on this section. So for the guest house, the only weapon you need before fighting the Plant 42 is the handgun. So just save everything and pick up the handgun and of course reload the handgun, right? For the spider's room, just enter and leap as fast as you can. That's the main goal on this room. Because by doing that, you will avoid weird RNGs on the spiders and you will avoid the second spider as well. So what I'm doing right now is lure the zombie inside the bathroom. Because if you leave this room in, if you leave this zombie inside the room, if you leave this room inside the zombie, if you leave the zombie inside the room, he will never get out of that bathroom. I'm sorry, it's not a room, it's a bathroom. And by doing that, you will avoid any nasty surprises on the room, so you will just have free pass. Right here, pick up the self-defense gun and then go for the control key room on the bathtub in the bathroom. So for the sharks, just equip the self-defense gun, aim, shoot, equip the handgun and aim and shoot 6 times. Maybe it will take you 7 or 8, but almost all the time it's 6. When you see the shark die, or when you see the water shaking, or you hear the water shaking, that means that the shark is dead. They make a particular noise when they are dead. Every enemy in this game make a particular noise when they are dead.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety. Reaching 30% of pressure threshold. Reaching 50% of pressure threshold. Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
So the assault shotgun is right here on this part of the game, because Richard died, unfortunately. The assault shotgun with the Magnum will be your best weapons with Chris. For Neptune you can do 2 things: the speedrun strat to inconsistent just avoid him, or you can make the safe strat. Well, the speedrun strat is also safe. I don't want to talk shit about that. The speedrun strat is also safe, but it depends that you have to make a perfect movement. Because if you fucked up a little your movement, Neptune will eat you. So that's why I like to just throw the panel and electrocute Neptune. Alright, so before we enter to the gallery room, we will make some item management, because we need weapons for Neptune. Specifically, the best weapon you will have is the Magnum. If you perform correctly my strat, or the strat I will use, you will kill the Plant 42 with 6 Magnum bullets. I think I told Neptune, man. But anyway. So the Plant 42 fight, it's basically about learning the sounds that the Plant 42 make before it opens the core of the Plant 42, or before trying to attack you with his tentacle or her tentacle or its tentacle. So yeah, but basically it's about that. The fight's only about that. But you can also pick up everything. You can pick up your shotgun, all the shotgun shells, your Magnum, or all your Magnum bullets. because by doing that you won't need to go back for an item box before continuing with the game after the guest house. And before the hunters, of course. This room, just go, pick up the insecticide and leap as fast as you can, otherwise the wasps can sting you. And when you pick up the map outside, just cancel the map, do not read it, or do not press the confirm button. Or Chris will read a document and the wasp will come out from that hole and they will sting you as well. So this is a visual glitch, it doesn't give any advantage, and it happens only because I cancelled the reading of the document of the white book, so that's why the white book stays right there. But it's only visual, so do not think I'm cheating. Right, so Plant 42, the cutscene ends, go to the ladder on the left, start skating up, and stand up right here, wait for the sound cues. Equip the Magnum and shoot 3 times. That's one phase of the Plant 42, because there's a little cutscene. And now you have to wait for the sound cues again. Do not be greedy like me and continue shooting, because the Plant 42 will immediately close its core and it's just a waste of bullets. Basically you just waste. That's the sound cue that you have to hear before the Plant 42 tries to attack you. And I just killed the Plant 42 with just one more shotgun shell. Those 2 last Magnum bullet inflict damage, but they didn't inflict the full damage, so that's why the Plant 42 didn't die after the second Magnum bullet or Magnum round. But yeah, it's basically that. Once you learn the sound cues, the fight will become way easy. Oh, sorry, for the dogs, just equip the Magnum, shoot the first one and just wait for the second one, keep aiming. And when the second one appears in the camera, kill him. On a very rare occasion, the second one won't die with just one Magnum bullet. If that happens, just use your shotgun to kill him. This is the hardest part of the game, to be honest. Just run and stand up right in this corner, equip the shotgun, aim shoot, then go to the right, go back because you are baiting the jumps or the appearance of those 2 spiders, and then you have to bait the appearance of the 4th one. And the 4th one is not necessary to kill her. You can just go around her and you should be fine. Alright, so the second mansion split starts. Just ignore the first hunter, enter to this room, stick close to the right wall, and there are several RNGs right here. Dude, I always got the good RNG with Chris, I don't know what happened. So that hunter sometimes won't go backwards, like he did. And that's the worst RNG, because you have to take some space between you and the hunter. Otherwise it's very risky to just shoot him immediately. But because I have the good RNG and the hunter go backward, I can just continue shooting. And the second one is not really an issue. You just have to wait until he lands and then start shooting. And also do a pump cancel. I fucked up the pump cancel for the first one and he almost attacked me. He just like stand up in front of me and did nothing. That was really funny. And then save the Magnum. You don't need it. At least not for now. Because right now it's time to pick up a lot of things on the game. So for these spiders, as long as you keep running and stick close to the left wall for the third one, nothing bad can happen, to be honest. Just kill these zombies. Of course you can strap them or avoid them or dodge them or disable them or use defense items. A lot of things you can do, of course, but I just like to kill them, to be honest, because there's a plenty of shotgun ammo on the game for Chris, so it's not like you have to worry about your ammo. So for this ending we need to save Jill. We need a space for the for the 2 gems. So just save everything except the shotgun, the key and the battery and pick up the bulb. On Yawn fight you will only use 8 shotgun shells. Because it's hard difficulty and you have auto aim, it's like very rare that you will miss a shot. I think that it's even impossible to miss a shot, to be honest. When you pick up the yellow gem, there will be hunters on the downstairs. But if you don't pick up the yellow gem, there won't be hunters, so every ending that you have to save Jill, there won't be hunters on downstairs. In order to avoid the hunters, just hug the wall. And do not go... Oh, Oh wait, I'm just going because I want to save the regen, but it's not really... Oh no, yeah, it's really necessary to do that. Yeah, it's necessary to save the regen, because you need one space for the blue bug. So in Resident Evil 1 Remake, the white tiger gives you shotgun shells, and with the yellow gem it gives you the ammo disc, the first ammo disc of the game. And you will see right now that the way to avoid the zombie on that hallway is the same as the beginning of the game. Alright, so before entering to the fight, equip the shotgun. There's a little cutscene that you cannot skip. So start spamming the aim and shoot button. And shoot him 3 times. Then go back to this corner, aim and shoot 2 more times. Then go down the ladder. Once you fully go down the ladder, start running to the camera change, but stop on the camera change. And then aim and shoot 3 times. It's important for you to stop on the camera change, otherwise Yawn will be able to bite you before you shoot the last shotgun shell. And as you can see, it's always a shotgun shells. And because Chris raised the shotgun on his shoulder, the game doesn't allow you to perform the pump cancel. So you just have to shoot normally. For some reason, Chris does that animation on boss fights, except on the Elder Crimson Head. Right now, before leaving the mansion, we need to go to the first floor, and we will pick up the jewelry box. And after that, we can leave the mansion and go to the mines. So when you go up the ladder, move your left stick to the left. So by doing that, the snake will never bite you with the jump, because Chris will immediately stick close to the wall. So the bulb is on Enrico's body, but there's 3 hunters that spawn. The first one is right here, just go around him. The hunter will always scream before attacking. There are 2 more on the next section. So for these 2 hunters, just stick close to the left wall and then make the curve when you can. Believe it or not, it looks scary, but it's 100% consistent. So the Black Tiger will only take you 4 magnum bullets. And with Chris, to be honest, it's more consistent because for 2 reasons. Chris shoot faster and Chris run faster, so lure the jump of the Black Tiger is more consistent with Chris than with Jill. Or at least I feel it like that. But it's very important you pick up the flamethrower before you enter to the fight, otherwise there will be 1 hunter waiting there if you try to pick it up after the fight. Enter to the fight with the magnum equipped. And then right here, start moving your left stick to the left and a little to the down. So Chris will move to the door, but going like a little to the down. Oh, the Black Tiger didn't jump. That's pretty interesting. So for the first shot, be careful that not being very close to the Black Tiger ass, because that acid that the Black Tiger throws when it's dead inflicts damage. Very interesting. I think I was able to manage the jump on all the endings with Chris on hard difficulty, but I just realized that I didn't. So remember, there's a hunter outside. As long as you keep running, you should be okay, because the hunter will always scream before trying to attack you. Oh yeah, and the dodge for these hunters is always the same. Just stick close to the wall. You should be fine. And also it's 100% consistent that way to avoid those hunters. Maybe it can look risky and scary, but it's scary, but it's not risky. It's very consistent. I never got hit on that section, to be honest. Not even on Real Survivor or Invisible Enemy. So, this is the Lisa's labyrinth, and when Lisa... Well, sorry, you have to know where to spawn Lisa. So you make her spawn on the left and then continue your way. And on the way out you have the staircase down, you will make her spawn in the left again, and then you leave. And the second time you enter, because you will have the broken flame tower, is the same as the first one you enter. Oh yeah, and by the way, the zombie's still here. And as you can see, it doesn't matter which RNG that zombie gives you, because sometimes he can be in front of you and he will vomit, he won't grab you, so don't try to make him grab you. As long as you go around the trees, you should be fine. And for these zombies, just run straight. Believe it or not, it's very safe. The zombie will sometimes try to grab you with a 180 degree turn. But it's not possible, not even on 60 FPS, as you can see. But you have to remember that the hunter outside the art room is still alive. But when you enter from this room, the hunter will be like around the corner on the right. So you have to change his position. And in order to do that, you have to enter to the art room and then re-enter to the hallway. And the hunter will be in front of you. So you can go freely to the Spencer's office.
Rebecca.
Chris!
You okay?
I didn't mean to get you worried.
Oh yeah, and after you pick up everything on the Spencer mansion, you have to go save Rebecca.
You with me?
Yes.
Most of the time it will only take you... no, I'm sorry. Most of the time it will take you 2 magnum bullets.
Stay cool.
And if you are lucky enough, the hunter will take you only 1.
I can handle myself.
But just aim and shoot as soon as you enter the room. Do not try to get close to the hunter or make some other thing. Because the hunter can jump and instantly attack you if you get close to him. So right now doing this is not necessary, to be honest. Because there's an item box after you open the door on the main hall. So the best weapon you can have for the Lisa's fight is the Magnum, but because we only have 1 bullet, I will save that bullet for the Chimera on the laboratory. So I will just use the strat that I almost always use with Chris. That is only about avoid Lisa whenever you can. It's not really difficult. So the fight starts and go directly to the left stone. The first stone is free to push. Lisa will never jump for the first one. And then the RNG starts. So that's a really good RNG because Lisa is with Wesker. Lisa throws Wesker. So that's very good because Lisa was with the aggro Wesker. So you don't have to worry about her. So you have plenty of time to start pushing the things and that's it. It doesn't matter if Lisa throws Wesker, because Wesker will appear in the laboratory anyway. So yeah, it's not like you have to take care of him like Jill had to take care of Barry, right? Here you can just let Lisa throw him. So for the laboratory you need a canteen. Of course it's not mandatory, but I like to incinerate the bodies because the zombies can become crimson heads after I kill them if I'm not able to decapitate them. And it's not 100% consistent to decapitate them. So if I don't decapitate them, I will just incinerate them. That's the main goal. So there's one more zombie you have to take care about in terms of incinerating or not, and it's the zombie that is downstairs, because you will kill 2 more after that one, but those won't become crimson heads, so it doesn't matter if you decapitate them or not. And right now I'm going back to the item box because I need to make some space. You exactly need 4 item slots. 3 for the ammo discs and 1 for the laboratory key. And also pick up the ammo discs that you pick up in the mansion, right? The second and third ammo disc is right here on the left. The second one is on the desk, and the third one is on the room. And I don't know why I go go downstairs. It's not necessary. And also the laboratory key is on this room. The keypad combination is 8462. So the laboratory key opens two doors. Right here, enter for the first ventilation and then go for the third one. You will hear one chimera, but don't worry, don't get scared. And then go directly to the machine and activate the ammo disc. And then leap and go back from where you come, or where you came. And then reset the first room and then re-enter and start pushing the shell. Because when you push the shell 3 times, there are shotgun shells on the left. I think it's a shell, right? If I'm wrong, I apologize. But anyway, this was the first ammo disc, and now we have to go to pick up the... it's a thing that can refill the nitroglycerin, I don't know the exact name. It's only... But before this, stand up on that white corner, aim and shoot, will kill the chimera. And on the floor, I'm sorry, the zombie that we killed, that's the only zombie you have to kill, because the zombie that is behind you is not necessary. So make sure you kill this zombie, otherwise he will grab your feet. And you can activate the second ammo disc right here. The third ammo disc you will activate it on the Chimera section. So the third one is like the riskiest one, or the more risky. And after you pick up the nitroglycerin, you have to walk. Do not run, this is not a speed run, so just walk. So after you activate it, lure an auto attack and then go around the Chimera. Then for the other Chimeras it's just about running. Do not worry about them. On this section you enter from the left, you go activate the computer, and then you leave from to the right. This Chimera will almost all the time be with you to the door. On a very rare occasion will be aggressive and try to attack you, but as long as you keep running you should be okay as well. Right now we will enter to the save room because there are 6 shotgun shells. So the exact amount that you need to defeat the Tyrant on the laboratory is 7 shotgun shells. You don't need more. And I'm just picking up the handgun right there, just in case, but to be honest, it's completely unnecessary.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you. The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Come on, you test tube freak.
Oh shit, so I forget, man. The fight starts, you have to go where I go, and when Tyrant appears behind you, start shooting 4 times being greedy. And then just, the main goal is to take distance between you and the Tyrant. Because this Tyrant cannot run, he will always walk. So he's only available to attack you when he's really close to you. So on this ending we have to escape with Jill, but we have to let the Tyrant kill Rebecca on the heliport. So with the cheese will be like, with some variation, I will make the cheese on 1 minute instead of 45 seconds.
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system
But first you have to save Jill, right? But there's nothing you have to worry about. So it's only about running, activate the levers and save Jill. There's shotgun shells on Jill's jail, if you want.
self-destruct system has
But it's not necessary, to be honest. Because the best thing can happen in this fight is that the Tyrant instantly grabs Rebecca.
and releasing all locks.
No, it's not the best thing because we will make operation of the cheese, but
Self-destruct
anyway.
system has been activated.
Jill?
All personnel
Chris!
deactivating and releasing.
You're okay.
Chris, it's Wesker. He...
I know. But first, let's get out of here.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Let's get going!
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. This is our last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing. 3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
Alright, so one more second. We put the flare on minute 1. So the Tyrant can do several things, of course. He can start attacking Rebecca, or he can grab her immediately. If the Tyrant grab immediately Rebecca, of course he will kill him, but you will have to dodge an auto attack of the Tyrant. A charge, to be exact.
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
So do not make anything. Just let the fight flows. Just wait, be patient. You have plenty of time. The Tyrant will grab Rebecca, will kill Rebecca, and then will shake the blood from his hand. And after he shakes the blood from his hand, he will face you, and then he will run. So you have to wait for those animations. What you have to do is run to his not mutated arm, so his right arm, when he charges. And by doing that, you will always avoid the auto attack. And then go to the center, because Brad will throw the rocket launcher. Just pick it up, equip, aim and shoot. Because you never shoot the Tyrant will always die with just one rocket. That's it. This was Resident Evil HD Remaster without saving, without taking any damage. On hard difficulty, getting the ending 2 with Chris Redfield at 60 FPS. Thank you so much for watching, hope you like, hope you enjoyed, hope you learn. I'm Ares, and I see you next time.
Chris, you did a fine job.